Hi, everyone. I'm Kimberly Lewis Parsons. I am speaking at RBTC's Emerging Tech Conference that is happening next week. And I am so excited to have the opportunity to talk to one of the keynote presenters, Lynda Foster. So, Lynda, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
I'm Lynda McNutt Foster, CEO of Cortex Leadership Consulting. There's about 8 of us, and we work with global and regional and national companies. And what we focus on is strategically trying to work with the leaders and their teams to make sure that whatever they want to achieve, that we do that in a very customized, specific way.
So, Linda, tell us, what is your session and what are you talking about? What is the big idea that you want to communicate during your session?
I think it's going to be a fun walk through time to be able to see, how technology has changed from a business perspective and somewhat from a personal perspective. So I've owned companies for 35 years now. So it's really interesting to be able to see how leaders, even myself, have used it in our company, and then how the impact that those technologies had on being able to scale businesses or make them more profitable, and especially how the technologies affected the people and the interactions that people had within the companies and with their customers. We're really customer obsessed. And so for the last 15 years, I've been working with and building technologies, interactions, and deliverables that really help to try and personalize everything that we're delivering. Because it's like I'm so into the human part of it that every technology we've done or ever used, I've actually never charged the customer for. It's only been designed to be able to serve them. So what I want to share is how you can personalize those interaction, those messages, those learning paths, not because it says in an email, "Hi, Linda," and then you get the message, but how do you understand your people that you're serving as a leader in such a deep way quickly that your conversations stop being transactional, that they start being way more actually transformative? And one of the hardest things is, how are you going to choose who you are going to have around you in the future? And so the big message is, this is your time to seize the day.
Mm.
You don't relegate this technology of artificial intelligence and how to co-think it to a department in your company. You will lose out. This is AI as a technology that all of us can grasp and understand. If you understand conversational intelligence, which most leaders do, what leaders can do right now is so impactful so quickly, and honestly so cheaply right now. And I want to be able to get them to see how they can do that and actually show them, like, how our clients, how we are doing it.
Mhm.
So throughout the entire presentation, it's all a demo.
It sounds like there will be a lot of action and interaction in your session. So I don't want to pass up this opportunity to get your expertise on, Linda, what would you say is your prediction for the number one teaming skill that executive teams should have and amplify and be really strong in 2026 in order to ensure that their emerging tech is successfully executed, their AI adoption is implemented well?
Well, what I would say is their skill is time mastery, because what they're tending to do right now is making horses faster instead of building a Model T. They're trying to make CD players have 6 or 7 CDs in them instead of building an iPod. And so the teams are using highly transactional type of interactions, which is a waste of their time. The number one thing they need to do is to figure out how their communication skills are creating friction points, conflicts, and a waste of time. They're having too many people in meetings, so that when they get together, they have the right people in the meetings and they learn how to co-think. How do they maintain curiosity and create rules of engagement within those interactions to be able to make people feel, yes, safe in such a way that they fail faster?
Hmm.
Like, how do they get the skill of getting rid of all those transactional conversations because they don't need them anymore? And then how do they get to I think live interactions, I think this, what you and I are doing right now, is the platinum moving forward? How do you get more of those interactions? How do you get the right people at the table? And how do you remain curious about what they're thinking and make 1 plus 1 transform things? Because
Hmm.
if they're not careful, they're just going to use AI to make the horses faster.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. This term of co-think together. And being curious as a part of that when you're in the conversation and making sure that conversations are not transactional, because if I heard you, the tech is going to do that, but really maximizing your opportunities of together time to really spend it in the co-thinking, high quality collaboration. I can't wait to be in the audience for your session. And so
I,
thank you, Lynda. I'll see you next week.